What's going on, Dodgers Nation? Doug McCain here. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. If you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to the Dodgers Nation YouTube channel. For all the latest Dodgers news, rumors, hype videos, podcasts, interviews, you're going to find it right here. So if you want more Dodgers content, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, hit that like button, and give me all your takes down below in the comments section. I want all your takes on today's topics right down below in the comments section. And for all the latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. Good morning, Dodgers Nation. Got some news here early on a Friday morning, and that is that Joc Pederson will be signing with the Chicago Cubs. He reportedly has agreed to a one-year, $7 million deal. It was first reported by Ken Rosenthal, who tweeted, "Free agent outfielder Joc Pederson in agreement with Cubs, pending physical," sources tell The Athletic. Then Jeff Passan tweeted, "Joc Pederson is in agreement on a one-year, $7 million deal with the Chicago Cubs," sources tell ESPN. First with the agreement was Ken Rosenthal. Then Joel Sherman tweeted, "Heard Pederson's 2022 option is a mutual option, #Cubs." So Joc Pederson is headed to Chicago. First we thought it could be the San Francisco Giants. Then yesterday it was going to be the Atlanta Braves. I thought it was going to be the Tama Joc Chop down there in Atlanta. So for starters, congratulations, Joc Pederson. I'm glad he didn't sign with the rival San Francisco Giants. He goes to Chicago. And last season he talked about what would it be like if he got to play every day. He said he loved playing for the Dodgers, but he's always wanted a chance to be an everyday player. I think with Chicago, he's going to get that. I don't think he would have gotten that with the Atlanta Braves. And a one-year, $7 million deal with that option buyout, it could be less than that. But coming off the season he had where he slashed 190, 285, 397, and hit 7 home runs, this is a really solid deal for Joc Pederson. Remember, he lost that arbitration case, was set to make $7.75 million for the 2020 season, and then due to the pandemic shortened season, earned about $2.87 million. But he was able to step his game up in October, where he slashed 382, 432, 559, hit 2 home runs, had a big home run against the Atlanta Braves in the NLCS Game 3, that 11-run first inning, and then Game 5 of the World Series. Now, in his career, he's been a very effective postseason player. His 5 World Series home runs are tied for second behind the Duke, so he'll be a part of Dodger lore forever. We'll always love Joc Pederson here in Los Angeles. But yesterday, we got a comment over on YouTube from Michael Brewer, and he asked, which is the more iconic Joctober catchphrase? They don't want that smoke, or you like that, you like that. And I'm going to ask you guys, what do you guys have as Joc Pederson's most iconic Joctober catchphrase? First, you've got the you like that, you like that.
You like that! You like that!
And then you've got this classic from Game 5 of the 2020 World Series. So the you don't want that smoke was fire, but I'm going to go with the you like that from the 2017 World Series. Joc Pederson was in the mix for World Series MVP, hits 3 home runs that series, OPS 1344, and Joc Pederson, that was a great moment. The Dodgers won that game there in Game 4. He was outstanding. But once again, congratulations, Joc Pederson. He's always wanted a chance to be an everyday starter. I hope he gets it in Chicago. But Cubs fans can fly that W flag high, knowing they're getting a good one in Joc Pederson. And then next, David Price was on Sportsnet LA yesterday, and he was interviewed by John Hartung and Ned Colletti. And Ned Colletti had a really interesting story about when he was the GM of the Dodgers, and Andrew Friedman was the executive vice president of baseball operations for the Tampa Bay Rays. Now, we know that Andrew Friedman is Andrew Fleesman, but you will not believe the haul he was trying to get for David Price.
Andrew Friedman, Ned, that was keeping things away from bringing David here to Los Angeles earlier.
He wanted Corey Seager. I want to ask you, you got to play general manager here for a second, David. He wanted Corey Seager, Joc Pederson, and Urías for a young David Price. I couldn't do it.
So apparently Andrew Friedman has been trying to fleece since the beginning of time, and I would never forgive Ned Colletti if he hadn't made that move. Look, Ned Colletti, he had to work under Frank McCourt. He tried to get CC Sabathia. That fell through, so he tried to make some moves that he couldn't because of ownership at the time, but he did make the move for Manny Ramirez. We'll always thank him for that, but I would never forgive him if he traded away that haul for David Price. That is the future core of the Los Angeles Dodgers, so some of the best moves are the ones you don't make. There's a perfect example right there. And look, look, as much as I love the Dodgers, they have made some regrettable trades throughout the years. When I was a kid, I loved Gary Sheffield. I hate that trade to the Braves. You got the Mike Piazza trade to the Marlins for Gary Sheffield. Then there's the Paul Konerko for Jeff Shaw. And then, of course, there's the granddaddy of them all, the worst trade in Dodgers history, Pedro Martinez for Delino DeShields.
It's not going to be fine, ever!
So that one will always hurt. Pedro Martinez goes on to have a Hall of Fame career. He had a 2.91 ERA plus. That's the big league record set in 2000. Struck out over 3,000 batters, had a sub-3 ERA. He's in Cooperstown wearing that Boston Red Sox cap. It could be a Dodgers hat. And look, I understand at the time, he was 21 years old. He was a little frail. He had that shoulder injury. They thought that he was going to break down in his career as a Dodger, but that's one you would love to have back. DeShields really struggled in his 3 years in Los Angeles, but thanks again, Ned Colletti, for not trading away the 2020 World Series. He definitely deserves a ring now. Julio Urías, he was monster. Corey Seager, he wins World Series MVP. Joc Pederson, he was essential to the run as well. So, Ned Colletti, thanks for not making that move, because if you did, we might still be in that World Series drought in 2021. And then next, we had another top 100 prospects list released today, and today was Keith Law. So Keith Law had 4 Dodgers in his top 100. Right-handed pitching prospect Josiah Gray, he was the highest-ranked Dodger on the list. He came in at 39, followed by Michael Busch, the second baseman prospect. He came in at 74. Then you got catcher Diego Cartaya at 75, and then another catcher, C Keibert Ruiz, at 80. So that's 4 Dodger prospects in Keith Law's top 100. And, of course, the one to be most excited for right now is Josiah Gray. We're going to see him in the show in the 2021 season. And since we're on the topic today, another elite move by Andrew Friedman. It was essentially a salary dump and a trade that included Puig, Kemp, Wood, and Farmer, and you saw what they got in return. You get Jeter Downs, who you include in that Mookie Betts trade, and then Josiah Gray, who's now the top prospect. In Keith Law's evaluation of Josiah Gray, he wrote, Gray has a 4-pitch mix and has worked to improve his deception by maintaining a consistent release point for all of his pitches. His fastball is 93 to 95 with good run and carry despite the low release height, generating a lot of swings and misses on the pitch. The Dodgers saw more consistency and quality to the curveball in 2020, adding depth against left-handed batters. So I'm really excited about Josiah Gray. I think he has some serious star potential. And then there's Michael Busch, another Dodgers prospect that you're going to want to familiarize yourself with, because this guy could be a star. It says about Michael Busch, Busch can really hit with a fast bat and rotational swing that generates strong contact, although he didn't hit for average while he was with the Tar Heels. Law also mentions that the Dodgers want to keep him at the Keystone because they think he has a chance to be an all-star at that position. So another prospect to get really excited about. And then you have the 2 catchers, Diego Cartaya at 75 and C Keibert Ruiz at 80. So Cartaya, he's just 19 years old, but you can feel the hype building for Diego Cartaya. They say he could be a 30 home run guy in the bigs. You probably won't see him at the big league level for another few seasons, and I think 20, 30 years from now, he probably ends up being the best of the bunch. And then there's C Keibert Ruiz. It seems like he's always dangled in trade talks. Well, C Keibert Ruiz, he comes in at 80. Who can forget when he became the 7th Dodger in franchise history to hit a home run in his first at-bat, the first Dodger to do it since Gary Ingram back in 1994. He's a legend for that.
He hits one deep down the right field line, and Ruiz hits it out of here in his first career Major League at-bat.
So what will the Dodgers do with this treasure trove of catchers? Will they trade C Keibert Ruiz? I think they're going to have to move one at some point and cash in, especially when you have Will Smith at the show right now. He could be one of the best hitting catchers in the league in this upcoming season. You still have Austin Barnes, who's such a great defensive catcher who knows how to call a great game. So the Dodgers, an embarrassment of riches when it comes to prospects, and to think they've done this while also being one of the best teams in Major League Baseball, just a credit to this organization, how well they're run from top to bottom. And then, of course, you know we had to give you an update on Trevor Bauer. Andy Martino of Sports New York, he says that the New York Mets and Trevor Bauer are far apart in negotiations.
My question to sources was, is something really hot here with Bradley or Bauer? And the answer was no, not at all. And in fact, the Mets are pretty far apart with both of those players at the moment.
So if it really is down to the Dodgers and the Mets, that's exactly what you want to hear if you're a Dodger fan that wants Trevor Bauer in Los Angeles. You want him to be far apart in those negotiations with the New York Mets, but we'll be following this closely in the coming days and weeks. We'll find out who will win the Trevor Bauer sweepstakes. But let me know down below in the comments, what was your favorite Joctober line? Was it the "you don't want that smoke" from the 2020 World Series, or was it the "you like that" from the 2017 World Series? Let me know down below in the comments. And also, what was the worst trade in Dodger history? Let me know down below in the comments. And who do you think will be the best prospect of the Dodgers prospects that are included in Keith Law's Top 100? Let me know down below in the comment section. And if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to the Dodgers Nation YouTube channel for all the latest Dodgers news, rumors, hype videos, podcasts, interviews. You're going to find it right here. So be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, hit that like button, and like I said, give me all your comments down below in the comment section so I can read them on future videos. My name is Doug McCann. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. That's at DMac_LA. For all the latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. And until next time, think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.